I've kind of avoided doing a dress form video about my Donna Noble Unicorn and the Wasp dress because it only takes like 2 seconds to put on the dress form and I have a lot to say about it. I made this in 2015. I drew up all of the designs for the dress in Photoshop and printed them out life size, and then traced the guides onto the wrong side of the fabric. I then went over those guidelines on my sewing machine so I had visible stitches on the outside to follow. And then I sat on the couch for a couple of months beading and embroidering. Here's my necklace. The cape is made the same way, although it was a lot harder to find good references of the design on the cape, so I just kind of did my own thing as close as I could get it. This costume is now 9 years old, but it is still one of my all-time favorites. I'm really proud of how it turned out. It does need some repairs. Last time I wore it, I kind of ripped the strap off just a little bit. It's not a hard fix. It's something I'll do next time I pull it out to wear it. And I have worn this quite a lot. I wore this to meet Catherine Tate a few years ago, and she was really nice. And I also wore it to meet David Tennant. And now, since I really didn't have a lot to show with that, I am going to do one of my other Donna Noble costumes in this same video. So let's take this off and put on my Journey's End Donna Noble. I did this costume back in 2011. Starting out with just a pair of jeans I bought at Target, and then the top, which I made out of a gray ribbed stretch knit. And right about here is where I realized I forgot the tank top. This is just a tank top I bought and dyed a little bit darker. Most of the work on this costume went into the jacket. Originally, I had wanted to make the jacket from scratch, but once I started pricing out buying the leather, I realized it was not in my budget for that year. So instead, I found a leather jacket that was close enough on eBay. Oh, and coming up next is my belt, which I made out of elastic and leather. When the jacket arrived, I took part of it apart to alter to make it look closer to her actual jacket. Most of the work went into the collar to give it that rounded shape. And I also added the buttons and took it up a little bit. I have also worn this costume a ton. I wore it to meet Billie Piper and John Barrowman in the Dragon Con parade multiple times. And for many years, it was my comfy, easy costume that has lots of pockets. So that's 2 of my favorite Donna costumes.